Hi guys, welcome back aboard of the Crypto Cruise. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about VeChain, VET, what VeChain is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, where it's heading in the immediate short term. Of course, we're also going to talk about Ethereum, where it's heading. And today's show we're going to start, as we always do, with the Bitcoin chart. And I've told you guys over here on 26th of September, when we hit prices of around 108,000, I've told you that potentially we've bottomed and we're going to have more continuation of the trend on the upside. We formed a higher low, which is a bullish structure. We came out of this bearish channel pattern. We broke above it on the 2nd of September. From that moment on, we've been having a continuation of the trend on the upside. And corrections like this, as I've said, they don't last long, and they actually for buying. And that's exactly what we're seeing at this very moment. Bitcoin is around 124,000 to its previous all-time high, and probably is going to break above in the next. Is going to hit all-time highs in the next coming hours. Now, is it going to start hitting all-time highs immediately? I don't think so. Potentially, we can consolidate for a few weeks and then start testing prices above 130,000 potentially by 16, 17 of October. But we have to establish one thing. We are in a definite raging bull market, and corrections like these, they're actually for buying. The bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022, almost 3 years ago, at price of around 15,000, and right now we're at its all-time high at 124,000, 8x, right? So yes, when there's a lot of fear in the markets, you should be greedy, and vice versa. When there's a lot of greed in the markets, you should be fearful. But yeah, I'm anticipating higher prices for Bitcoin, and this doesn't surprise me one bit. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, I see nothing but bullish momentum for Ethereum as well. Huge reverse head and shoulders on the yearly chart, and on the weekly chart, starting from 18th of March 2024, we formed this huge ascending triangle pattern here, and we actually broke above this resistance line last month, starting this resistance from its previous all-time high from 8th of November 2021 at price of around 4,868. We tested it here again in March of 2024. We tested it again in June of 2024. We tested it in December of 2024 at the end of last year at price of above 4,000. Wow, everyone was thinking we're going to break above. We actually capitulated right. And no one actually anticipated that move from 4,000 to drop to below 1,200. And it didn't surprise me because there's a lot of greed in the market. And to shake off all the weekends, we needed that move. And what happened next? Trump got into power. He introduced the tariffs. A V-shaped recovery. We start testing this resistance line again. In July and August, we broke above it. Ethereum started hitting all-time highs, $5,000. We formed a small falling wedge to its previous all-time high price of around 4,800. And right now, we're just breaking above. Right now, we're experiencing continuation of the trend on the upside and start hitting higher prices. My potential price target for Ethereum is to go and test price of around 6,600. Why exactly 6,600? Because if we measure this huge ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish structure, which is a bullish channel, bullish chart pattern, if we measure it from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600. When exactly is going to happen? Potentially can happen by the end of October, early November. I'm not going to be surprised if something like that plays out. Again, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. Again, we can experience potential correction. I would say probably December, January of this year, and then a blow off top. And if we measure this reverse head and shoulders, potentially Ethereum can test price of above $10,000. 5 digits for Ethereum is not completely out of the picture. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm anticipating way higher prices in terms of Ethereum. When it comes to VeChain, I haven't made a video for VeChain for quite a long time, and I have to establish one thing for you guys. Anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do due diligence and make your own research. Because as I said, this is definitely not a financial advice. But whilst the true speculation of the altcoin season, in my personal opinion, is it can potentially happen in the next coming months. I don't know exactly where it's going to play out, but potentially the next coming months. VeChain has the potential to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, because usually the layer ones tend to outperform the best, apart from the meme coins. But to get the best meme coin is the chance of getting a really good meme coin is very slim, because there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of meme coins, and to get one is really difficult. But if you stick with the most established layer ones, I think you potentially get quite a lot of benefits out of it. But let's just look at the chart analysis, at the chart statistics when it comes to VeChain. And what I'm seeing right now, right, what we are seeing, we just have to look what happened in the previous bull cycle. So at the bottom of the bear market in 2020-2021 bull cycle happened in COVID in March of 2020. And I mean, listen, VeChain went 1 cent, was 1 of a cent. It dropped so significantly low. And then by 12th of April 2021, it wasn't even a full year, went over 26 cents, right? So that's around 260x. Am I saying that VeChain can potentially do 260x or even 100x? No, definitely not. But at the time of recording this video, one VeChain is around 2 cents, right? And at the bottom of this bear market, I think happened not long time ago in June of 2025, we actually dropped below the 2 cent mark. Is it possible? Let's just try to be objective. Is it possible since we've established that its previous bull cycle VeChain went 220x, is it possible for VeChain in this bull cycle from the bottom of the bear market, which was around 2 cents, right, to go, let's say 30x, to go to 60 cents, right, or even 45x, meaning 30 to 50x, right? Potentially something like that can play out between 60 cents and $1. And how I'm visioning this can potentially play out. Now, if VeChain can easily go to zero. It can completely be wiped out. That's also a huge possibility. You just have to calculate your risk-reward ratio and then take it from there. But what I'm actually anticipating, especially once the true speculation of the altcoin season happens, VeChain to outperform most of the altcoins. For me to regain bullishness and basically remain bullish, I'd like for VeChain to go and test this local high that we found at the end of last year in December of 2024, price of around 8 cents. We went all the way to 8 cents and test this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past, starting from March of 2024. We tested it, as I've said again, at the end of last year, and potentially if VeChain goes to 8 cents, basically around 3-4x from now, go above the 8 cents mark, turn this previous resistance into support. From 8 cents, I can quickly see VeChain snapping to its previous all-time high at around 25-26 cents. Potentially we can consolidate for a few weeks, for a few months, and then we can go and test this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past, starting from July of 2018, and then we tested it from its all-time high in April 2021 at price of around 26 cents. If we go and test it, let's say by March, April of next year, right, to the price target should be around 69-70 cents. Again, if we go and break this resistance line, potentially VeChain can even go to $1. Again, this is not a financial advice. Let's see how I think is going to play out. There's a lot of bearish momentum for VeChain. A lot of people have written off that coin. And let's see how I think is going to play out. It's interesting for me to say as well. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and really support my work, that would be absolutely amazing. With that subscription comes a lot of exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. Some of them 50, 100x potential. My 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader, and of course one-on-one consultation of helping you how to navigate through that difficult bull cycle. Not only that, but how to set up a long trade, a short position, and much more. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.